we had to pause so we can get our picture taken in front. So now you get the second part here. And this is the obelisk from the back. And I will put the inscription on the screen where you can pause it and have somebody read it. Hopefully you can read it.
He bought into a business over there, so we went over to help him run it, and then they decided that, it's a small little branch. My husband's the branch president, but the only kids were our 5 kids.
So from the obelisk, you come down. They drove us down in a little golf cart here because it's so hot. And this is the foundation of the Solomon Mack home. So this is where Lucy Mack would have been raised, I guess. And it's about, I don't know, 200 or 300 meters from the obelisk. This old stone wall, if you see it, was one side of the road. On the other side of this stone wall was the road, and then there was another stone wall on the other side of the road. This is the road that used to come through here. One correction is the Mack home that we just looked at. They only purchased it just before Joseph and Lucy? Lucy got married. So she didn't grow up there, she just lived there briefly. So from the road there, you come over to this stone bridge, which they figure's been here since possibly before 1800. And so they used to cross the creek here. It's interesting that this creek is probably still like it was 200 years ago, which doesn't always happen. So this is another house on the property that was owned by Lucy Mack's brother Daniel. He apparently had 2 different homes, one 3 miles away, but this is one of them. Interesting, in this property, you're allowed to, now they drove us in this little golf cart thingy because, of course, it's better to go with the guide who can explain everything than it is for us to try to figure it all out. But you're actually allowed to drive around with your car on these little gravel roads and go look at each site. There's even one that you can use a 4x4 and go up to what's called Patriarch Hill, and you can have a great view of 3 different townships from there. So it's a really neat property. The church now owns about 400 acres here.
That's my favorite spot for a picture right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Pretty neat. Those
Great
2
view.
red trees on either side and then one in the back.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot. Well, that concludes our historic site videos.